The truth is, the law of privilege is not something that people focus on as much as they should. You know, there are people who have the privilege of education where they are, but they don't make the most of it because maybe they are lazy, maybe they're just not as ambitious or driven. But the reality is, the law of privilege is one which someone will have to recognize where they are. Every single person has a certain amount of privilege where they are. It doesn't matter what part of the world that you live in, right? We have land as Africans, and Europeans don't have as much land as we do, okay? They can grow a few things here and there, but they don't have the kind of land that we have in Africa. They don't have the kind of resources that we have in Africa. We know that they take copper, they take gold, they take diamonds from us. And it seems as though we have not realized the privilege that we have of the resources that are all around us. So, when we talk about privilege, we have to think about what kind of problems we are trying to solve in our lives in order to apply that privilege. There are people who have passport privilege, but they don't seem to recognize that this is the privilege that they have. Yeah, they travel here and there, but they don't get to use the opportunities that have come with that passport that they have. The one thing I've always thought to myself is the amount of information that is out there. It only takes you to have the right kind of information for you to completely transform your life. The information that you find in books, the information that you find from visiting places that are rare to find, right? These privileges that you have from information could be used to make you a very powerful person. And the privilege that we say rich kids have is not really privilege. Yes, they might have access to capital, but they may not have access to ideas. They may not have the vision or the drive to take them to places that you, who is probably living in a foreign country, have. So think about the privileges that you have in your life, the access to information that you have, and you don't have to start complaining about anything, because as long as you look all around you, there's always going to be something for you to use. Something that not anyone else is able to easily recognize. You have to look around you and say, okay, there is something right here that someone else is not utilizing. There is information in this book that has not been used before in a commercial way. And so it's up to you to say that this is an opportunity for me to do something about it, to make the most of the information that I have, to make the most of the land that I have, to make the most of the connections that I have, to get to where that I want to be. The law of privilege is everywhere. It has to be recognized. Privilege is not only for those who have been born into rich families. Privilege is about understanding what it is that you have access to, because there's always going to be something that the European person lacks. It doesn't matter how great the opportunities are that they have where they are. What matters is that you recognize what more you can offer, what more you can have that is out there that no one else is tapping into. The law of privilege has to be followed. So I hope you're blessed by this video. I hope that you start looking at the things around you and recognize the privilege that you have, no matter where you live, anywhere in the world. Thanks for watching.